So the next mistake that you are making is your offer. It's not offering anything. Like the people the people don't want the offer because it's not a good offer, right? How do you know you have a good offer? Well, you don't know if you're just telling people to book now, because the average person is not going to just book now right away. They don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you yet. We'll get them there. So your offer, it sucks, right? And you've probably heard this before, but facts fail. Facts fail. No one cares about facts. They only care about the story. Like people want to hear a story. They don't want to hear the facts. If I told you, hey girl, what you said, you want to lose weight, okay, well, truthfully, you need to eat less calories, exercise more, burn more calories, burn more than what you eat, right? They don't want to hear that's boring, right? But when I sell them on the story of, oh, look at me, I lost over 20 pounds, that's the story, it was a struggle, whatever. And then I'm gonna the facts, once I get them to buy in the facts, then I'll get them that. But initially, to will them in, the window just a moment, y'all. Initially, to get them in, there has to be a story, and people only want the end result. They don't care about, they don't want to hear about what it takes to get there. So in our line of business, when we're telling people, cavitation, I'm going to do some cavitation, and then I'm going to, wrap you in a yeso wrap, like they don't want to hear that, right? Because they don't know what that is. They want to hear the story about, oh, this is Sharonda. She was struggling with belly fat. And because she was struggling with belly fat, I was able to evaluate her, do a full consultation from around her waist, did measurements, etc. I'm just saying an example of the story. She's a mom who has 2 kids. It's hard for her to get to the gym, but she was trying to get really lose some inches really fast for vacation. And this is what we came up with. This is what we did. That's more of a story versus you posting and you're saying, we did cavitation, real, like the people don't care, right? Hopefully that makes sense. So your offer, here's some mistakes you're making. Your flyers and advertising is using medical terminology, which is what it's going back to me saying. You're saying words like cavitation, radio frequency, vacuum therapy. That's boring. What's the outcome of those things? That's what you need to talk about. What's the outcome? The outcome is that the confidence is going to be higher and higher. The outcome is that the cellulite will be less visible. They can wear shorts. The outcome is that they'll feel sexy again, comfortable in a bathing suit. The outcome is that they'll want to have sex with the lights on. The outcome is they're not hiding or running away from the mirror. Those are the outcomes. And you have to really think about it, especially being a woman in this industry. We do a lot of women. What's the pain, right? So if it's a mom who's struggling with baby weight from having a baby, it's been a year. If this is your situation, and if you've had a child before, initially you're not really, you're kind of like annoyed with your size, but then you're not. But when the baby starts turning 1 and 2 and 3 years old, and you still, you still haven't gotten back to, you feeling away. So those are the things internally that you're saying in your head, like, oh my gosh, my child is 3 and I haven't lost this weight. Imagine a flyer that says that you thought by now you'd be back to your pre-pregnancy weight and you aren't. Let us help you. That's speaking directly to that person who, it's so many people like that, right? So I can go on and on about that too. So the before and the afters. Oh gosh, this is a big deal, right? Before and afters are major. They have to be right. And I spend a lot of time on people before and afters because I need them feet together, arms straight out. Your arms a little too low, bring them up. Like I probably get on my clients' nerves because of course they're feeling a little uncomfortable. Of course, somebody's sitting here taking their pictures, but this is what I'm telling them. I track your progress through photos. There's no scale here because I don't want you to focus on weight. That's stressful. Every day is going to change, especially for women, right? We're focusing on progress with photos and measurements. So that this has to be right. You can't be leaned to the side in one photo, standing up straight. Like, and I pay attention. Feet together, there's like markings on the floor, line up against the baseboard on the wall. Feet together. That's very, I say that a lot. That's why I'm saying it, because that's very important. Feet together, make sure your arms are up properly, out to the side, not like, I need it to be right because the photos need to line up. The before and afters, another mistake is you have too much graphic on the before and afters. Just show us what was, where they started, where they ended. We don't need a whole biography on the before and after. Okay. I know it looks good. Some of us, we get caught up in Canva and these other apps, and we just really be going with the graphics and putting a heart over here and a balloon and whatever. No, just the pictures side by side, before and after. Make sure the angles are the same. Make sure the positions are the same. Here's an example of a no to me. This is a no. And this is me. This is my business, right? So can you see this? Because this is a no.
Yes, I can see that.
Okay, so remember how I was saying, like, we got fancy with the, the headline and the graphics, told them before and it was after. And this is okay to post on your page if this is what you like, because aesthetically, it brings people in. But then I'll have these same pictures, I'll post them this way as well. So this is just what they call repurposing content, right? So I'm telling them, destroying fat is our thing. We can help. I'm doing that for content, but then this is how, can you guys see this? This is what
Yes.
is going to get people in the DM, in the comments, trying to book, because this is it. Their eye isn't distracted. It's taking them right to where she started, where she ended, where she started, where she ended, and they're like, oh wow, or they're intrigued. And so I'm saying this to say that it is so important that you spend time taking these pictures, taking these photos, and making sure that they are standing right. That's the biggest thing. Before you snap, even too, I have a ring light, right? And that ring light, it has a certain position. It doesn't move. I know where it needs to be, lining it up. There's like a place, a point of reference that I have, and I know that this is where it needs to be at all times. And I know where they need to stand at all times when they turn left, right, front, back. Everything has, I spend a lot of time making sure that this stuff lined up right, because this is where what brings in the money, the before and afters. We can talk all day, but people want to see the results. So if you haven't been doing it, I need you to make sure that you are spending time on the before, taking their photos, right? And making sure, really, you need to spend time on making sure that they are positioned right. Because sometimes they may lean, the arms, feet aren't together, the arms too low. Don't let them do that. Pay attention. Don't rush this, is what I mean.